So Team of the Week 9 has dropped into FIFA Ultimate Team, and in it is a pretty good looking second in form player on the bench named Mislav Orsic, and he does look pretty good, and he's got quite a bit of hype around him, and right now he's currently extinct at his max price of 70k, and my thumbs are hurting from trying to snipe this guy. He is an absolute nightmare to get hold of right now. By the time you guys are watching this, he'll probably be spammed on the market, but right now he's currently extinct and I'm having a nightmare trying to get him, and it's really frustrating. It's currently like 6:30 and I've genuinely been trying to get him since 6. So hopefully I'm going to get him eventually, and hopefully I'll be able to review him. So after about an hour of trying to snipe him, and I am not kidding, if you followed me on Twitter you will know I was trying to get this guy from 6 PM and it took me over an hour to get him. So yeah, I'm just relieved to actually have this guy in my club. This is all going to sound weird to some of you because by the time you guys are watching it, there could be loads of this guy spammed up on the market. And if you're not watching this on Wednesday night, there'll be loads on the market after tomorrow's rewards. So yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate the effort I went through to get this card in my club tonight. Anyway, in today's video, we are going to be reviewing this second in-form Orsic to see how he performs in game. Now, some of you might be wondering, Kieran, why does this guy have so much hype? Why is he extinct right now? And that's because he's got some pretty insane card stats, and he looks to be a pretty solid super sub option. And in today's video, we're going to try him out to see how good he is in game. Before we get into this player review, if you guys could leave a like rating on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. In the comment section down below, let me know your thoughts on this item. And if you're new to the channel, do be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're in the market for a football news app, you want to keep up to date with the latest happenings in football, don't forget to check out OneFootball. They are one of my sponsors. You can download their app for free by clicking the link in the top of the description. Okay, so let's finally get into this review, shall we? This is the team we're going to be using Orsic in. We're going to be using that Modric link and an icon link to like kind of shoehorn him in to a starting squad. Okay, so let's have a look at this guy's in-game stats because they look pretty freaking good. Actually, first, he's got high work rates, which I don't mind in a winger. Hopefully, they don't affect him in a negative way. He's also got a 4-star weak foot, which obviously is a positive for a winger, but obviously the skill moves limited of just 3 stars. Anyway, in-game stats, let's talk about these because these are the reason this guy is so expensive. He's an 82 overall with some pretty nasty in-game attributes. We're not going to discuss the pace column too much because obviously in-game we do expect this guy to be pretty quick. In the shooting section, this item has an 83 rating for attack positioning, 85 for finishing, 92 shot power and 92 long shots. So in front of goal for a winger, this card should be really good. His composure of 79 isn't the best, but obviously it could have been much worse. I'm going to put a sniper chem on him because that's going to boost his composure a little bit. So hopefully that won't be too bad in game. Passing wise, this guy's got an alright crossing rating of 81, okay short passing of 75 and okay long passing of 70. He does have 90 curve though, which hopefully will help with his crossing ability. Over in the dribbling department, we can see he's got an elite agility rating of 98 and really high balance of 95 as well. But his ball control and reactions aren't the best. They're both under 80. And his in-game dribbling rating is only 82. So hopefully the sniper chem is going to help this guy out quite a bit in the dribbling department. Physically, not the best strength of 66, but decent stamina of 82. Overall, on paper, this card does look pretty good, and I'm hoping that he's going to be very useful in games. So let's stop rambling, let's get into some games, and let's try this guy out to see if the hype is real. Okay, so here's what we're up against in the first game. It's actually just a really nice hybrid, which features the likes of Neymar, Koulibaly, Ederson, and Fabinho. Not the best pass there from Ian Wright. How's the cross going to be from the Croatian? It's an interesting one. It's come through to Walcott, and in the end, we get the assist. I mean, we got a bit lucky there, but Orsic has got an assist on debut. Modric gets the ball to Orsic down this edge, but Kyle Walker's just going to come across and knock him off the ball. Chance to break now. Nice chance to break, and Modric puts through a really nice through ball here for Orsic, who's going to come inside, hit the finesse, and that ball is going to end up in the back of the net. Really nice bit of dribbling and a nice finish from the Croatian, and just like that we're 3-1 up. And my opponents decided to quit at 3-1, which I found to be quite surprising because it was a relatively even game. Nonetheless, anyway, a goal and assist on debut for Orsic. I know he's not technically getting credited with the assist for that first goal, but he did whip in a decent ball. We did get a bit lucky with it, but he did set it up in a way. Anyway, let's move on into another match. Up next, we face a full Premier League side, which features Player of the Month Jamie Vardy and a red inform Fabinho. There goes the Croatian. Dribbles past one, tries to get past the second, but Fabinho's a bit too strong for him. Oh, chance. Modric slides it in. Oh, has he got in the end of that? How did he get his foot to that? Like, I thought the keeper was just going to collect that ball, but Orsic has got himself a very quick goal in this game. Chance to counter-attack now. So we bring the ball forward with Jordan Henderson, who puts it out wide to the Croatian, who takes a bit of a dodgy touch there. And there's the half-time whistle. At the break, we have ourselves a 1-0 lead, and I do feel like it's a deserved lead, but this game has been incredibly tight thus far. In the second half, we're going to switch to the 4-2-2 formation, and we're going to bring the Croatian up front with Ian Wright. Politano, Aubameyang, finds Orsic. Can he get the shot away? He can, but it forces a save out of the hair. Aubameyang links it with Orsic. How's the through ball? It's pretty perfect, to be honest, and Aubameyang will profit off it. Perfect through ball from the Croatian, and a really nice finish from Aubameyang. And just like that, we've tied things up. Aubameyang slides the ball through. Orsic on the end of it. Left-footed strike. Oh, he's hit the post, but Aubameyang gets a tap in. And just like that, we've turned this game on its head. And we now lead heading into the final few minutes. Orsic unlucky not to score with the first shot. It was a left-footed, weak-footed shot which hit the post, but it allowed for Aubameyang to get a tap in. And there's the full-time whistle. We get ourselves a 3-2 victory thanks to 2 late goals. And yeah, Orsic and Aubameyang heavily involved in that win. They're pretty much the reason we won that game. Really happy with the way them two linked up in the second half. Anyway, let's quickly move on into another match. Up next, we face this. Yeah, interesting side, right? I'm presuming in-game he's going to change formation, and he's probably going to put Joe Gomez at right back. Ian Wright puts the ball through, and now Orsic has got a bit of space to run into. Can he make the most of it? Hopefully. Still going. Oh, referee. Disgusting foul. Oh, what a weird assist we could have got here. Ian Wright. And is that an assist for Orsic? Might have a chance to break away now. Henderson pings the ball over the top. Oh, Ian Wright. Can he slide through a good through ball? Orsic on the end of it. What can he do here? Going to try and come inside. Slams the ball across the box, but fortunately it doesn't drop where we want it to. A chance to break right now. Good bit of link-up play. Can Orsic get round PK? No, PK just shoulder barges him and just puts him to the floor. At half-time, the scoreline reads 1 goal apiece. It's been a pretty even first half, to be honest, so that's probably a pretty fair scoreline. We're going to bring on Aubameyang for the second half. Hopefully he can be a good partner for Orsic in this match. Van Dijk pulls off a really good tackle there. There's a chance. Orsic with the finesse, and he will not miss from there. And he gives us back our lead. The attack force linking up nicely. Still going. Aubameyang finds Orsic. Can he get the shot away? He can, but De Gea saves well. I went for a power shot there, but for some reason the game was like, no, we're going to try and curl it. I was trying to go for a power shot because I feel like if I succeeded in doing that, that ball ends up in the back of the net. Finds Orsic, who links up nicely with Aubameyang. And now there's a chance. Can he get on the end of it? He can, but Virgil van Dijk is too strong for him. And that be the full-time whistle. We get ourselves a 4-1 win. And I have to say, 4-1 does seem a bit harsh on my opponent. But, yeah, that's FIFA for you. Orsic in this game only got himself 1 goal, but obviously he was involved in 1 or 2 of the others as well. Anyway, guys, you've just seen this guy in action. Let's now get into the summary, and I'm going to give you guys my verdict on this item. Well, for once when doing a player review, I've managed to make some profit. I ended up selling this guy for 110k, so pretty happy with that. Anyway, let's chat about this guy's in-game performance, shall we? How was this guy in matches? He was decent, to be honest. I enjoyed using him as well. I used him as a left winger in the start of most games, and then I'd switch him to a striker for the second half. So, let's break things down, shall we? So, let's chat about his pace. Pretty good, as you can imagine. Someone with 95 pace isn't going to feel particularly slow. He definitely doesn't feel as quick as players like Fadi or Aubameyang, in my opinion, but still, as you can imagine, this guy is pretty freaking quick, and not too many defenders are going to be able to catch him up. It's just the really quick ones, like Joe Gomez, who probably stand a chance. Other than that, when this guy gets a yard or two on a defender, most of the time, he is going to be gone. In front of goal, I was pretty pleased with this item, to be honest. I thought his finesse shots were absolutely fantastic. So if you get space with this guy, definitely do attempt a finesse shot, either from inside the box or outside the box. This guy can spin them in from pretty much anywhere. Like, seriously, the care that this guy gets on his shots is really impressive. He's also got pretty good shot power as well, so in general, in front of goal, he's a very good card to use, and I really liked using him as a striker. His positioning, though, was something that frustrated me quite a bit. When I used him as a left winger, his positioning was absolutely abysmal. Like, he'd sit in midfield, and that was really frustrating. But when I used him as a striker, I didn't have too many issues with his positioning, so that was obviously something which I found to be quite odd. How was his passing then? His passing was alright, to be honest, wasn't anything special. As a striker, I think his passing is good enough, but as a winger, I don't think it's anything too special. It is worth noting, though, that his crossing is pretty amazing, and once again, that is helped by the fact that he's got really high curve, because he just gets so much care on both his shots and crosses, so definitely something to bear in mind. If you need someone to whipping balls into the box, this guy could be your man. Dribbling wise, how was he in that department? He was good, but it wasn't as good as the in-game stats suggested, in my opinion. Obviously, he does have pretty insane agility, but due to his dribbling rating and his ball control ratings not being that high, he doesn't feel as good on the ball as maybe you think he might. So that is something to bear in mind. Now, I'm not saying his dribbling is bad, that is not what I'm saying, but this guy does take heavy touches at times, and that can be relatively frustrating. His composure also isn't the best, so when under pressure, he can come a bit unstuck. Physically, his strength obviously isn't the best, so he can be knocked off the ball by relatively strong defenders, so try and avoid defenders as much as you possibly can by both dribbling and just, 1-2 passes. So try and avoid defenders if you can. His stamina, I didn't find to be too bad. He lasted the full 90 minutes, but to be honest, if I was going into extra time, I probably would look to sub this guy off if I start him. So, overall, what's my verdict on this card? It's decent, to be honest. It would make for a pretty decent sub on striker, and the best thing about this card for me is definitely them finesse shots. He is lethal with them. So if you get a space with this guy, that is what I advise you go for. Do I think this guy is like an elite attacking option? Not really, but I think he'll definitely make for a very effective super sub. So, with that in mind, if you get this guy in your red picks, he's definitely worth considering. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 82 rated second in form Mislav Orsic. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on this item. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.